Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Have you all heard of this whole pick-me girl trend, or I guess even it's a pick-me guy trend too? I guess anybody can be a pick-me person. If you don't know, a pick-me or somebody that is a pick-me is somebody that, at least in my interpretation, goes against their own community in an attempt to appeal to a different community. So in today's video, I wanted to share my favorite TikTok pick-me girl with you guys because I love you. You're welcome. I post new videos twice a week here on my channel, so if you're not yet subscribed and you would like to be, go ahead and do that right now. Go ahead, I'll wait for you. Are you done? Thank you very much. Make sure to follow me over on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok to keep as up to date with me as possible. But yeah, with no further ado, let's get right into today's video. The subject of today's video is actually a woman who is a men's rights activist. So if you've heard literally any of the men's rights arguments, I'm sure that you know that this video is going to be interesting. It's gonna be fun. So I want to quickly just read you guys the Urban Dictionary definition of a pick-me girl, so you know, we know what we're getting ourselves into today. So this definition is about a pick-me girl, but I mean, there are, like I said, pick-me boys and pick-me people, if you will. But this is just the definition that, you know, I pulled up. So a pick-me girl is a girl who goes out of their way to impress boys and make them seem that they're not like other girls, otherwise known as internalized misogyny. She usually does this to be accepted by boys and be considered quote unquote one of the good ones. So they give a couple examples of what a pick-me girl might be. Quote unquote, women can't take jokes, haha, women aren't funny, lol, take away our right to vote, lol, repeal the 19th, am I right? So just trying to be like, you get it. And we don't have to, you get it. I'm sure that you've met a pick-me girl at least once in your life. Maybe I should make a video on a pick-me boy from TikTok too. Let me know. So the woman whose TikToks we are going to be reacting to today is Ken Eds on TikTok. I don't know what their actual name is. Maybe I should look. Should I? No, I don't really care. No offense, girl. I'm not trying to say your name isn't relevant. I just really don't care. I found 5 TikToks that I feel accurately represent this person's point of view. She does post a lot of men's rights videos, a lot of videos just trolling other women, to be honest, but these ones were my personal favorite. We're gonna start out with a trans-related one because, duh, of course, why not? Might as well get a nice little transition into the video. I'm sorry.
I'm scared of trans people in the bathroom, then you don't go to the bathroom.
This is not towards trans people, but I'm saying the way this mentality is, people are not scared of trans people. They are scared of the bad people that are going to abuse this logic and do wrong things with it. Say a woman is a predator, correct? And now she identifies to go in the men's room. There are young boys and there are men in there that she will sexualize because she can. And I'm not saying this is the trans community, I'm saying women in general. There are grown men that will identify as a woman to go into the women's bathroom and do bad things or sexualize them. You are giving sick people opportunities to abuse the right to go into whatever bathroom you identify as. For those of you that actually mean right and want to identify, I understand, but I believe whatever parts you have, that's what bathroom you should use, because people in this world are sick.
Okay. So I don't know if this would technically be classified as a pick-me video because it's not like she's going against other women and she's not trans, so she can't like be a pick-me by going against other trans people, but I still wanted to include it because I can. So let me get this right. You admit that trans women are not the problem, but you still think that trans women who are pre-op or non-op should have to go into the men's room? Like, first of all, how would that even be enforced? Like, who's going around checking everybody's genitalia before they go into a bathroom? If anything, having people check people's genitalia before they go into a public bathroom would allow for a lot more sexualization and a lot more potential abuse than just allowing a trans woman to use the bathroom that corresponds with their gender identity. So say a man did want to do something bad to a woman. I don't think whether or not he's allowed in that specific space is going to be the determining factor on whether or not he commits that crime. If somebody is willing to full-on commit sexual assault, I feel like they might be willing to go somewhere that they aren't technically allowed to accomplish that. Like, I feel like that's not like the biggest of their worries. So allowing trans women to use the women's bathroom or trans men to use the men's bathroom does nothing but protect those trans people from triggering situations or even potentially dangerous situations. It's not about protecting women or protecting little boys. It's about discriminating against transgender people.
This fucking comment right here, absolutely. Thank you. Feminists aren't about women's equality anymore. It's about how women are better, how women should be treated better no matter what, how men suck, and if you stand up for men or say anything positive about men, you suck too. And I've been called a misogynist and sexist lately. All right, ready? You want to hear about women's empowerment? I was on an all-male wrestling team my whole life. I went to nationals. I won. I'm a firefighter in the Navy. Work with all men. You know what my husband's job is? He has a desk job. I bring in more money than my husband does. I'm a power lifter. I fix all the things around the house because my husband's not good with tools and I am, and he does all like the electrical shit. But I also like being a wife, and I like cooking for my husband and cleaning and taking care of him. Stop taking away the enjoyment of being a wife because you don't know how to be one.
So this is a common mistruth that I hear from men's rights activists about feminism literally all the time. That modern day feminism is not actually about getting equality for women, but rather taking away rights from men. Or even in some more rare cases like this one, people think that the feminist movement is out to take away rights from women and out to tell women what they need to do with their bodies or with their life. This is not true. I mean, obviously, like maybe there are a couple of people out there that are like, yeah, men don't deserve rights, men shouldn't be able to vote, blah, blah, blah. But that is not what the modern day feminist movement, at least intersectional feminism, is about. Men's rights activists will do literally anything to make you think that all feminists are these wild, loud, annoying, blue-haired teenagers. No shame to the blue hair people. I used to have blue hair. I'm all about it. I love it. They do this to try to delegitimize the feminist movement and make it seem irrational and absurd, when even the most radical feminists that I know consistently talk about the ways that men are being wronged by society and the systems and norms in place that negatively impact men. Again, at least the intersectional ones do. I don't know about the turfy type. They might not be about it. I don't know. I might even go as far to say that radical feminists talk about the issues that men face more than these men's rights activists do. Have you ever noticed that you never hear men's rights activists fighting for a cause unless it's in response to a cause being fought for by women? It's not a coincidence.
Women, when are you going to start taking responsibility for your actions? I'm going to turn this towards the we hate men, all men suck, that, all right? As mothers, you need to be building your sons up. You need to be teaching them how to be good young men. You will sit there and look at your young boys and your teenage boys and those young adult men and sit there and say, you're just like your daddy or you're just like your grandpa. And guess what kind of role model their daddy or their grandpa or whoever was? Not a good one. The words you say to them and the things you do to them, it sticks. All the times you say you ain't shit, they're gonna believe it and they're gonna think it. And then guess what? They're gonna meet a young woman and treat her just the way that their daddy treated you. Stop tearing down our young men and start helping build the type of men we want in society. Not all of them just do it just cause they learn it.
Okay, I mean, I don't necessarily disagree with what's being said. I agree that parents play a huge role when it comes to helping a child develop self-worth or, respect for others. And I also agree that parents need to be careful about what they say to their kid. Absolutely. My issue with this video mostly comes from the context. Do you notice how she's only speaking to the mothers? Like, do the fathers not play a role in raising their sons? I guess not. She's literally arguing that men treating women badly is a woman's fault, specifically that boy's mother's fault. Like I said, I agree that the parents, both parents, not just one, I agree that the parents have a large role, a large amount of responsibility when it comes to teaching that kid to respect others. But once that man reaches 30 years old, or even once that man becomes an adult, they are responsible for how they treat others. Not being raised the right way or whatever you want to say might be an explanation for why you're treating people that way, but it is in no way an excuse. As adults, as grown people, we are responsible for our actions and for unlearning those toxic behaviors that are taught to us as children. Like, she can't actually think that this is, like, good reasoning or good advice to give to these women. I swear with these MRAs, everything is a woman's fault. Everything comes back to a woman. A woman's getting abused by a man, it's another woman's fault. Of course, duh. No, ma'am. No, it's the boy's fault.
Of course you can't choose your sexuality. You think people are out here willingly being...
Yes, but you can choose to be a dumb bitch, which you did, so, congratulations.
Got him! Burn! I got him good. Like, are you sure you're out here to defend men's rights? Like, I don't like to use the whole, she was joking, it was just a joke. But, like, that was clearly a joke. Who would choose to date men? Not me. Ugh, I wish that was true.
All right, a lot of the females that have come across my videos are men.
Quick stop already. What woman uses the word females when referring to women? I can't. That's all you need to know.
Are mad at me because I'm advocating for men's rights and men's equality, and that doesn't exist. Well, it does now, because you modern day feminists attack men for no reason except simply existing as men. Most men. Some, meh, but still. All right? You took it from he makes $12 an hour doing the same job I do making $8 an hour. That should be equal to look, I grow 7-inch armpit hair and it's green now because I can do things men do. It doesn't make sense. You're taking the femininity out of being a woman because you're pressed a man was born a man. Yes, equal pay should exist, equal rights. I understand that. But why are you so pressed that they exist and they can do things that we can't do? You can do things that men can't, like men can't do. You know that, right? Stop attacking men just for existing. They did that to you and you didn't like it.
That's what you think we're upset about? Simply existing? Just existing is causing 43% of women in the United States to have experienced some sort of sexual violence in their lifetime? Just existing did that? Not to make it all about me or all about trans women, but trans women, specifically trans women of color, are routinely murdered by these toxic men in this country. Men who have been so impacted by toxic masculinity that their masculinity is now so fragile that it is threatened by that man's attraction to a trans woman, causing them to lash out at us with derogatory words or, in the worst case, violence. That form of masculinity, the masculinity that makes men feel ashamed of their attraction to trans women or entitled to a woman's body, is the toxic masculinity and rape culture that the modern feminist movement is fighting against. As for the confusion about women growing out their body hair, if you're confused, you can really just ask. I'll explain. That is simply one way for women to feel agency over their bodies, because for a long time, women were made to feel that they had to shave their bodies because if they didn't, they would be considered unkempt, dirty, or even manly, when in reality, this norm was really just for the satisfaction of men. Women have realized that, and they've employed a little bit of personal choice over their own body without regard to how men or how women like you, not the listener, not you watching, but the person that made this video, without concern about how people like that view them. And don't get me wrong, I hate body hair. My whole body is shaved all the time. I have laser hair removal all over my body. You will not catch me with hair anywhere, ever, except for right here. Duh. And the modern day feminist movement supports my choice to either shave my body or not shave my body. So, stay mad. LOL. There's literally nothing men can do that women can't. And vice versa. There's nothing that men can do that women can't. I mean, maybe not everything. Like I know men can't do like that little chair thing where you pull it up to your chest. Fun fact, I can do it. She's a woman. I'm joking. That did not make me a woman, but fun fact. Okay, you guys, that was the last TikTok that I had to react to for you guys for today. No. Moral of the story is men's rights activists don't exist. They just hate women. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up down below. It really helps out my channel a lot, so I would really appreciate it. Drop a comment down below, say hi, let me know how your day is going. Let me know what you think of these TikToks. And like I said before, I post videos twice a week here on my channel, so make sure to subscribe if you are not already and you would like to be. But yeah, other than that, I think I'm going to go. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in Monday's video. Bye, everyone!
Whoop.